It's Sid Rosenberg. Online, on your mobile device, on your radio, right now. 640 Sports.
Krejci spins that for Marchand. Back to Krejci. Rips it down to Horton. Horton back and touch to Krejci. Horton with a chance, scores! Nathan Horton, power play goal, and the Bruins lead 1-0. He goes to Hamilton. Sends it in front, that slap pass. Missed Horton. Now back in the line. Krug with the draw, scores! Torrey Krug has done it again! Power play goal, and the Bruins lead 2-0.
Well, it's either do or die. So it's, I think every guy in here wants to be a game 5, and I'm sure they want to finish it off. It's going to be, it's going to be another tight match, but we have confidence in, the guys we got in this room.
Back at the point, stopped by Lundqvist, and Brassard has it. Brassard lifts it in for Hagelin, streaking in the backhand. Joe Russ calls, he scores! Russ stumbles, and the puck trickles in. Fires that down to the Boston zone where Rask leaves it for Chara. Now a steal, score! Derek Stepan picks Rask's pocket and ties the game at 2. Back to Chara. Has a look. Feeds it across. In comes Sagan. Back across to Hamilton. Back across to Sagan. Shoots. Scores! Tyler Sagan! His first of the playoffs, and the power play goal puts the Bruins back on top.
Yeah, they go hard to net. That's what they do. That's how they play. They put a lot of pucks on the net and create chances and goals from rebounds and screens and deflections.
Midway point of the third period. Midway point of this power play. Stepan sends it. Boyle with a chance, scores! Brian Boyle, power play goal, and the game is tied.
Everyone wants to give their team an opportunity to play another game. So I don't think that's different in the room at all. I think that's what makes this group resilient. Everyone wants to contribute as much as they can.
Another face-off won by Stepan. Away comes Nash with Kreider. Nash works in, centers it, score! Chris Kreider, overtime winner, and the Rangers live to fight another day.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Part of the way that I stand, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Oh, yeah, Frankie Valli. Big weekend coming up at the Hard Rock. The Rascals and Steven Van Zandt, Little Stevie, of course, the brilliant guitarist in Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band. This generation, some of you guys may know him as Silvio Dante from The Sopranos. He put together this unbelievable Broadway run. It was called Once Upon a Dream with the Rascals. Now, he deems the Rascals, I know Richard Neer came on, one of the great rock and roll DJs of all time, who for many years worked at 102.7 FM WNEW alongside guys like Scott Muni, ladies like Carol Miller up in New York, and he disagreed with Steve, but that's fine. Stevie is the Hall of Fame guitarist, and he says the Rascals are just as important to rock and roll history as the Beatles, as the Byrds, as Elvis Presley. And we had a chance to speak to the guitarist, who was great, Gene Cornish, a couple of weeks ago, and the Rascals start a 4-show run. The same show they had great success up on Broadway in New York starts tonight at the Hard Rock and all weekend long. In fact, I've been invited. And I think I'm going to go tomorrow. You know, it's that was the Rangers, just so you know. I had fallen asleep. The Rangers were down 3-2 last night, and, of course, down 3-0. I really thought it was over. Little did I know Brian Boyle would score on the power play, and then the beautiful play between Rick Nash and Chris Kreider in overtime. And the Rangers extend that series to 5 games, Game 5 in Boston tomorrow, with the Bruins still ready to make quick work of the Rangers. The Red Wings, shocking, beat the Blackhawks 2-0 last night. So Detroit is now up 3-1 on the number 1 seed overall in the NHL, the Chicago Blackhawks. And the Kings dominated San Jose 3-0 last night. So they're up 3-2 with a chance, Los Angeles, to get back to the Western Conference Finals for the second straight year. They are, of course, your defending NHL Stanley Cup champions. So, it's tonight's game 2 of the Heat. Now, I can go if I want because I'm a megastar. And I'm one of the few guys, and nobody else at the station can do this, trust me. Very few guys in town can do this, where I can call Tim Donovan, Mr. PR for the Miami Heat, literally 2 hours before the game and sit in section 121, get passes to the Doers Club, and do what I want. But I don't think I'm going to go tonight. I think I'm not going to go.
Come on, man. It's game 2. It's the place to be.
No, it's not. Well, it is, actually. It is the place to be because there's nothing else going on.
That's true, but it's the place to be.
But I've been there the last 2 games. I was there game 5 for the Bulls for the elimination game, and I was there Wednesday night game 1 for Indiana. And I don't know. It's just.
And if you listen to Slater and the guys, you may not see another game there until the finals.
Right.
This could be it for Indiana.
But I'd be okay with that. First of all, it's a schlep for me. I live in Boca, so to go all the way down there is a schlep. Now, I'm not going to complain about money because I don't pay for anything outside of parking, which is $25, but that's all I pay for. That's it. So it's not the money thing. It's the weekend, my kids. I got friends and family in town. Like I said, Paige Richmond, Fred Richmond. I've been to the last 2 games. I don't love it. I don't love. See, here's the thing. I'm in sports. I don't love the live sporting event. I don't love it. I used to when I paid for them. Believe it. When my dad would take me and I paid for them, I enjoyed it. And maybe now it's because I can go whenever I want, and I do, and I don't pay. And I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because I'm a Knicks fan in Miami. But when I go, it's not like wow. I'm loving it. It's fun. The crowd's great, and it's a big game. But I never feel like, wow, this is the place to be, Like when I watch the Academy Awards at home, I always feel like, man, I wish I was there. Even when I watch the lousy Billboard Awards, I always feel like, man, I wish I was there. Then I'm in the arena, and I'm like, man, I wish I was back on 95 North.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I'm sure you can get tickets for me, right?
No, you had your chance.
No, well, you told me that I'm going to get another chance.
I called you 5 times.
Right, but I had a legit excuse.
Well, you went to bed.
Asleep. I fell asleep. It happens.
That's not good enough. No, you're done.
And I called you as soon as I woke up to clear it up.
Right, 10 minutes before tip-off.
Well, that just happened to be when it was. I mean, if I sleep any later, we ain't going to see each other till the morning.
I gave you and Andy Slater, both of you, a chance to get free tickets, free dinner, the whole thing.
Slater just flat refused.
Slater was going out,
turned you down.
Well, he was going out drinking with his mother.
What?
Can't make it up.
He's like Danny Kaladiou. Remember that? His mom had a party at the Hard Rock. They partied all night at the Hard Rock.
Well, his father actually contacted me that day, too, Danny Kaladiou's father, because that day, Wednesday, game 1, was Danny's birthday, and he asked me for tickets. And I was like, no, I don't have any tickets.
Well, at least I still work for you, so it's not,
I'm trying to get Ronnie Katz, the king of oral and maxillofacial surgery, 2 tickets for tonight, but even that's become difficult. See, because what happens is I can't be a schnorrer. I can't be a gavone. And I keep going back to Donovan for tickets, and, you do get to the point of return. You do get there. And I'm trying to get Katz tickets. That is the only guy I'm trying to get tickets for tonight. And even that's 50-50 at best. Odds are he's going to game 5, if there is a game 5. Not tonight. So that's that. Don't ask me for any tickets. I'm not getting them for you.
All right.
That includes you. In fact, that is directed towards you. You, Lengel, not the audience. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, well, I hear you. I hear you. You don't
even like the Heat.
Give me a night at the finals.
You don't even like the Heat. When the Heat
love the Heat.
You were texting me the other night when the Heat were losing, like, oh my God, please, because you couldn't wait to hear Andy Slater, who's still going to eat his words, mind you. You couldn't wait to hear it. You couldn't wait.
Well, I enjoy a good story. I like a little drama. So yeah, I don't want the Heat to run right through them and sweep. So a loss to game one would have been nice. Set the stage nice for the rest of the series.
Well, who's going down to the game tonight? I know Mitch Shedlovsky is going. I know Levitard is going. Sedano's going. Victor wants to go too. Victor Bermudez. He's asking me for tickets. That ain't going to happen either. But who's going down? If you're going down to the game tonight, 888-640-9385. 888-640-9385. If you're going tonight, we want to hear from you. Now, why do we want to hear from them?
Why?
Yeah.
Just to get a pulse of exactly
right, because
how many people actually are going to be going down there.
Well, what do you mean how many people? It's going to be sold. What does that mean? How many people fit in the arena? That's how many people are going to be there tonight. It's not going to be any empty seats. It's a holiday weekend. It's game 2. It's the Eastern Conference. I think the Heat have sold out like 1 billion games in a row anyway. You know what's funny is everybody says in Miami, the reason why some of these other sporting events don't get filled up is there's too much to do in Miami. I got to tell you, there's nothing to do in Miami. Nothing. Except go to a Heat game. Nothing. You can lay on the beach at night? Yeah, during the daytime, nice weather. Maybe that's why you don't go to a baseball game, which is a lousy excuse. But at night, yeah, you got clubs and bars and restaurants. Who doesn't? They've got that in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Well, you can shop here.
Oh, get out of here. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Nothing. Go down to South Beach. Go down to the Grove.
Beach, of
go
course.
down to Las Olas. Go to the same stupid restaurant again. The same. I mean, give me a break. There's no Broadway. There's just nothing to do. There's no museums. There's nothing. Nothing. It's the same thing every weekend. Let's pick a different restaurant. Meet the Coke dealer there at 8:30, and that's our weekend. There's nothing to do.
There is no Broadway.
There's no Hamptons. There's no Fire Island. There's no Jersey Shore. There's no Jones Beach. There's no. You have to go to the Keys. You got to go to Isla Morada. Well, God forbid you make the trip all the way to Key West. I mean, there is nothing to do. Nothing. The damn movie theater on Airport Road and Glades Road will be packed to the hilt. So, you got the Heat game and basically laying on the beach, you fat bastards, all weekend. That's it. That's the big Miami. Oh, the sun and fun. There's too much to do. That's it. There's your weekend. Heat game tonight. Lay on the beach all weekend in some cocaine, drug, alcohol-induced coma. And there's your weekend.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. You're right. You want to go tonight?
Do I want to go tonight?
No, seriously, you really want to go?
I would like to go.
Yeah, I'm not getting you tickets. You thought I wasn't.
Funny.
You
Yeah,
thought I
you're
was. You thought.
Yeah. You're funny. Come on, we'll go down. We'll have a good time. We'll go out after.
You don't want to go tonight.
We'll be halfway.
Indiana's winning tonight.
That's fine.
The series is 1-1, baby. I told you before the start of the series.
I love it.
It would go 6. Miami would win in 6 because Indiana would win games 2 and 4, and I still feel that way. The idea that Indiana comes out tonight and falls apart because of a heartbreaking loss in game 1, I mean, you couldn't get it any more wrong. In fact, it's the other extreme. Indiana has so much confidence right now. So much confidence, they can't wait to stick it up the Heat's ass tonight. They can't wait. Steve, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Sydney.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. You?
Late last week, I never listen. I'm never able to listen to the end of your show when you close out the show due to the fact that I gotta go make some donuts and make a few bucks every day.
Sure.
But you said something that, you know, when I think of all the adjectives as it relates to why I love listening to you and like the way you do your business, whether it's controversial, thought-provoking, you know, all these things. The one thing I never would have come to mind is the word inspiring. Yet when you closed your show, and I'm calling because I'm curious if this is a norm or it was just tongue-in-cheek, you said, I'd like to thank myself.
No, that was, I mean that, you know, listen, LeBron James said the other day when Frank Vogel made the comments, and LeBron James got angry and said, listen, we're not any team, we're great. I really thought LeBron James sounded ridiculous. And then Jeff Van Gundy and other guys try to say, well, you know, the writer put it out of text. And then other hosts down here, these morons, were like, no, I like what LeBron says. It's extra motivation. When you're the best in the world, by a distance like LeBron is, when you're considered one of the all-time greats, he doesn't need extra motivation. So the fact is what LeBron said was petulant and stupid on any account. But, of course, down here they would never say that. They would rather bash Jesus Christ than LeBron James.
I agree with you.
Yeah, now me
I agree with you 100%.
Now me on the other hand, even though, like LeBron, I know I'm great at what I do. I know this is the best show on this market by a distance. It's not me and Stu Gatz and Mike Ryan laughing for 4 hours at Birdman. I still suffer from a tremendous amount of insecurity with all of my boastful talking. I do. So I have to remind myself, and in return, remind the listening audience, which may get annoying, that I am great. So that's why I said that.
I've always said when I've built businesses or worked with people that a certain level of insecurity allows you and forces you every day to get up every morning and think about what you need to do different to do better. And that comes through in the show. So anyway, I just want to let you know that I thought about it all day. Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard somebody as they close out any show have the courage and the honesty to thank themselves. And I just wanted to let you know that I was hoping there was something more behind it than just a flippant, tongue-in-cheek comment. And I thought there was. Anyway, I've been meaning to call you all week and let you know that I really thought about that comment. I really liked, the meaning behind it.
Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, pal. Have a great holiday weekend. But that is the truth. When I say it, I mean it because, listen, I got a great supporting cast here, a great supporting cast. But obviously, the host usually is the guy that gets the credit and takes the blame. It's like the quarterback. It's like the shortstop. It's like the center fielder. But, everybody, like Andy Slater was saying a couple of days ago, I know a lot of you guys on the text, and you yell and scream because Sid's always beating his own chest, and maybe Sid would have a better show if he stopped telling everybody how great he was and all that nonsense. By the way, I spent about 5